Hello students, lecture 97, Eco chapter 3, Money and Credit. In this video lecture, we'll further discuss two questions. The first question is, what is the role of RBI in formal credit? Formal credit means the credit money which is managed by government or the government banks. And second question is, compare the two sectors of credit in terms of credit situations, that is formal credit and informal credit. Now first we'll discuss the role of RBI in formal credit. RBI is called Bank of Banks. First of all, you must know that RBI maintains the bank accounts of banks only. RBI does not operate any personal or any company or any other kind of bank account. So bank supervises the functioning of formal source of credit. Formal source of credit, what all sources which fall under the control of government. Then RBI monitors the bank in actually maintaining cash balance. Cash balance is a statement generated by bank, how much money was deposited, how much money was given on loans or for various activities, and what is balance. So this cash balance is discussed by the all banks with RBI as on requirement. RBI sees that, RBI also checks that all banks give loans not to just profit making business, that is large businessmen and traders, but also to small borrowers as well, that equitably loans must be given. And the next functioning of RBI is that periodically, that after a fixed period of time, periodically, that is after 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, or a year, so on, banks have to submit information to RBI on how much they are lending to whom and at what rate of interest. So this is what is the functioning or the role of RBI in maintaining formal credit. Second question is, this question is also very important. Compare the two sectors of credit in terms of credit situation. Credit means when we take loan from some from any other person. Like formal credit is the government sources, informal credit are the friends, relatives, money lenders, etc. So whenever we take these loans, there are certain conditions, situations are there. So now we will compare both these, that is formal credit and informal credit. So this you can use a tabular method. So I will explain in the tabular method similarly. First point about formal credit. Formal credit is managed by banks and cooperatives which are under the government, directly under the government banks and cooperatives. Informal credit, they are managed privately by money lenders, friends, relatives, and some business group. Then in formal credit, rate of interest is low, and in informal credit, rate of interest is higher compared to formal and informal. Third point, in formal credit, that is government credit, lot of paperwork is needed and it is a time consuming process for the loan. In case of informal credit, paperwork depends on credit situation and availability and is all available instantly, means time is very less, rather available on doorsteps. Money lenders many a times they reach to the farmer's doorstep and provide loans to them, especially in Maharashtra these things are happening. Next point of comparison is, RBI controls all formal credit situations, but in case of informal credit, there is no such organization to control all these credit situations. Then next point of comparison, in case of formal credit, collateral, guarantee is must. But in case of informal credit, may not be. If loan is taken from friends and relatives, then collateral or the guarantee situation may be avoided. So this is what is a very narrow comparison. Next is, most of the rich household obtain formal credit. Rich people manage taking loan from banks and etc. because they have collateral, they do not hesitate in paperwork etc. Then in other than this in case of informal credit, the poor people, because most of the poor people are illiterate or less educated, so they hesitate in paperwork, and with them there is no surety or guarantee of the collateral, so they fail to manage the formal credit. So this is these are the differences between formal credit and informal credit. Sometimes it is also asked that give some features of formal credit and features of informal credit. So the same points you can give individually. If comparison asked, then these points parallelly you can give as comparison form. So thank you very much. That's all from this video. Keep on watching, listening and reading. Thank you very much.